Good morning. This is Cesim Team 2, and I'm Tanya,
I'm Noah.
I'm Nicole.
and we'll be discussing our decisions per each week for the system stimulation. For decision 1, because we did not have any results to base upon, our main strategy analysis was purely based on the demand projection. And from that analysis, we were able to do the strategy formulation in our product and marketing to be the focus. And from our formulation for week 1, we implemented these items or these strategy. For Director of Research and Development, their focus was in electric and hydrogen. And for those two engine type, we put in additional features. And then for Director of Sales and Marketing, they focused their marketing and advertisement into the features of the cars. And then the sales of these items or cars were focused in Europe for week 1. For decision 2, as a company, to test the volatility of the market collectively, we decided not to do any changes to our company to observe its reaction and then learn from there. And for decision 3, from a strategy analysis, we were able to look at the previous decision results and then analyze it from there and formulate our decision, as well as continuation of the demand curve projection analysis. For our strategy formulation, additionally, instead of just product and marketing, we also inputted some data in for research and development, as well as human resources. And from these formulations, we were able to implement the following. For Director of Research and Development, they focus in electric and hydrogen, and for those two type of engines, we put in additional features. For the Director of Sales and Marketing, their focus of the marketing and ads was in balance, and then they continue the sales of these engine or cars in Europe. And as for human resources, to increase the productivity, we went ahead and increased the salary of our workers.
Moving into week 4, for our strategy analysis, we want to continue to look at the demand curve projection as well as looking to our previous decisions, see how they have been affected as well, how we can be forward. For our strategy formulation, we want to focus on product, marketing, research and development, human resources, finance. To implement that strategy, Director of Research and Development continue to use a focus in electric and hydrogen vehicles, as well as adding additional features into these vehicles. The Director of Sales and Marketing, we want to focus on marketing in balance and focus on sales in the USA for all products. For the Head of Human Resources, we want to increase the salary of employees to increase productivity, and the CFO release dividends to maintain stockholders' preference. As we move into week 5 now, we again want to look back to the demand curve projection as well as our performance from previous decisions. For strategy formulation, we looked again to the product, marketing, research and development, human resources, and finance. Implement the strategy that we have been going with. The Director of Research and Development continue to focus on electric and hydrogen due to the fact that combustion vehicles have been on the decline and these have been more in demand, as well as adding additional features to these vehicles. Directors of Sales and Marketing continue to focus on balanced marketing as well as increasing the price, as well as focusing on sales in the USA for all products. Head of Human Resources, we did another salary increase, again to focus on increasing productivity. The CFO, we again released dividends to maintain stockholder preference. For decision 6 now, our strategy analysis remains the same, focusing on the previous week's results, as well as again looking to the demand curve projection. For strategy formulation for decision 6, we again look to the product in terms of the production numbers and price, marketing, R&D, and finance. To implement the strategy, the Director of Manufacturing, we use a focus on hybrid and electric vehicles for USA, China, and Europe. Director of Sales and Marketing to keep the focus on balanced marketing. Director of Human Resources increased our personnel, adjusted our monthly wages for them, and increased our training budget. The Director of Logistics are from China vehicle production shipments, prioritizing the USA, Europe, and then China. And then for the CFO, again, paying dividends to the shareholder.
So now for decision 7, we kept consistent with our strategy analysis and how we were going to tackle that. So of course, we're looking at the demand curve projection and looking at our previous performance in order to calculate our next move into the future. So for our strategy formulation, we focused on these 4 areas. We focused on the product, we focused on marketing, research and development, and our finances. So how we performed, the strategy is below, starting with the Director of Sales and Marketing. We focused on marketing in different features, and we increased the price of these products. The Director of Manufacturing diversified all 4 products, and we were increasing the product in all 4 of them. The Director of Research and Development, we added more additional features. And the CFO released dividends to maintain the stockholders and issue shares in order to increase our capital. Now for strategy governance. We reviewed each of the decision results in order to go into the following week. And we did this because we wanted to make sure that we knew moving forward what our previous decisions had produced. So we were making sure to analyze the outcomes and move forward in a way that was maybe sometimes riskier. Some weeks were riskier, and then some weeks weren't as risky. And in the end, it paid off because although we didn't have a really big market share compared to our competitors or really big profits compared to our competitors, we definitely maintained a steady competition. We maintained steady profits, and I think that the analysis that we did and the strategic governance really allowed for that. So again, we reviewed each decision result and we adjusted based on the previous performance. For our strategy forecast. So moving forward, we would focus on electric and hydrogen. With the introduction of new vehicles, it would be important to use a pricing strategy that is aggressive and that promotes sales. So now focusing by region, we found in looking at the competitors and also looking at the market, starting with Europe, going forward, we would focus on electric and hybrid in order to increase the market share. And this is something that we've definitely learned, not from ourselves, but others in the market. For the USA region, we project hybrid and hydrogen to be on the rise in the market. And then in the Chinese market, we would focus our energies on hybrid and electric.
Okay, so I stopped the recording. So